Hello, I'm Newsman102. Now, normally I'm much more of a gamer, but sometimes even I come across some animated films, thanks to a certain someone. Now, granted, I also come across really bad animated films, ones that are horrible, disturbing, and sometimes just made for a cheap buck. So that's my list today. Today I'm going to count down the top 10 worst animated films in my opinion. Granted, I could put many others on this list, but everyone's making the same list nowadays. So here's my own. So with that, here's my top 10 worst animated films, in my opinion. Number 10, Spirit. The only reason this film is so low on the list is because everyone seems to like it. But me, I don't. I find the whole film boring. Its characters, its story, the whole thing just boring to me. Granted, everyone likes it for its visual art style. Everyone likes it for its animation. To me, it was just boring, boring, boring. I apologize to anyone in advance who may be offended at what I'm saying, but to me, I don't like Spirit, and I probably never will. So, next number. Number 9, Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Movie just sucks. I mean, granted the characters do come back, but the film makes no sense. Its plot is everywhere, and it's completely obvious that 4 kids just made this just to make, a little bit of cash. And we fell for it, unfortunately. When I was a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, I watched this movie, and even I realized how much it sucked. And if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, don't go see it. It's horrible, it's stupid, and it makes no sense. Moving on. Number 8, 8 Crazy Nights. Now, I remember 8 Crazy Nights. At first, it was pretty funny. But after watching it a couple of times again, I realized how stupid it really is. It relies on fart humor and such just to get a quick laugh out of you. But by the end of it, it's just a stupid animated film for the holidays. Its characters are dumb, the story sucks, and the music in it, much like all the singing that people do in it, is terrible. So, you want to see a bad Christmas film? Well, guess what? It's not Jingles All the Way, it's 8 Crazy Nights. Number 7, Fred as FR07. FR07 is a really strange film. I mean, it's probably one of the weirdest films I've ever seen in a while. Granted, though, it's not really that bad, surprisingly. Its characters are decent, the story's okay, but it's just so freaking weird. This film was nominated to be one of the worst anime films of all time. And granted, there's a lot worse than this. So, if you really want to see a strange film, check out Fred as FR07. It will really open your mind, in a bad way. Number 6, The Wild. Let's talk about a film no one's even heard of. The Wild came out the same time as Madagascar, and it's probably the only win DreamWorks ever had against Disney. Why? Because The Wild sucks. Its characters are boring, the story's boring, the whole thing's just completely stupid. And that's really all I have to say about this film. It's really, just really pointless. And to me, no one's even heard of this film, ever. So, let's move on. Sorry, Anna. Number 5, Cool World. Okay, now we're going to the bad stuff. Cool World is a complete rip-off of Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Its characters, its story, its world is complete bull. It's just really, really stupid and pointless. I mean, this movie is a bigger fail than my time on Left 4 Dead.
Come back! Come back! Come back! Oh shit!
Yeah, that's my team. Any case, so Cool World is just a waste of time. Do not go see it. If you want to go see a good animated film with toons running around in their little world doing God who knows what, go see Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Not its copycat. Not this piece of crap. Number 4. All Scooby-Doo movies past Cyber Chase. Most Scooby-Doo films suck nowadays. After Cyber Chase, I started realizing how bad these films were really becoming. I mean, yes, we all love Scooby-Doo. We want to keep him alive. But let's do it a different way instead of making a crappy film over and over and over again. I mean, these films are just pointless, and frankly, I'm really tired of seeing them on my TV. Nobody's watching them. Pull them off. Who cares? They're pointless and dumb. I love Scooby-Doo, I really do, but these films just suck. Next number. Number 3, Shrek the Third. Shrek the Third's not really a terrible movie, it's more like a disappointment. Shrek 1 and 2 were pretty funny and had great jokes and good stories. This one had no jokes and a really bad story. I mean, I just feel disappointed. What the hell? I mean, I really liked Shrek, but now it's just like, who cares? And that's why I never bothered to go see part 4, just because of how bad Shrek 3 really was. So, if you're a die-hard Shrek fan, then enjoy your movies, but to me, Shrek is dead. Number 2, Monkey Bone. Looking at Monkey Bone, you'd think it would not be an animated film, but I did put it down for its claymation. And, well, the reason why I did put Monkey Bone on this list is not because of its characters or its story or its actors. It's because of the character Monkey Bone. I hate this character. I hate him with a passion. I want to put his ass in a frickin' microwave, watch him explode, bring him back to life, and put him back in the same frickin' microwave. He is so frickin' terrible and annoying. He's not charming, he's not funny, he's stupid and retarded. And just because of him, just because of this single character, I put this film on number 2 on my list, and it deserves to be there. Take that, Monkey Bone. And the number 1 worst animated film I have ever watched is Shark Tale. Shark Tale just sucks. Just throwing that out there right now, it sucks. Its actors, its story, its characters are all just sucks. I mean, the actors do a terrible job, and this movie's a complete ripoff of Finding Nemo, and frankly, no one cares for it. I don't care for it, my brother doesn't care for it, no one. I mean, how the hell did they freak up so bad on one film? I don't know. And you know what? I don't care. As long as this movie stays on this planet, I will not care. It is really that bad. So, this is my top 10 list, and this is Newsman102 saying, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.